This is the cash builder round. The correct answer is worth £1,000. Are you ready? Your time starts now.
What chocolate company created the drumming gorilla advertisement?
Correct.
What completes the title of Bruce Springsteen?
Correct.
What is stored in a charnel house? Which of these was a pacemaker for Roger Bannister's first sub? The Poldark series of novels was set in what English? Traditionally, what color are the plastic carrier bags used by Herod? In 2009, who became the second woman to trade? Woody Allen said 80% of
Correct.
Actor Mark Rylance was the first artistic director of which? Gleneagles in Scotland hosted what international golf competition?
Correct.
Which of these games was the first to be commercial?
Correct.
Michael Powell and Americ Pressburger formed a famous partner. Which of these thoroughfares is not the name of a film?
Correct. Out of 10. Not bad play, I'll give you that. Time to face the chaser, but who will you be up against today? Could it be the Beast? Now, he's been big since he was a baby. His first words were fee, fi, fo, fum. And could it be the governess, so scary, when she tried milking a cow, it came out as cheese spread? Or is it the Dark Destroyer? He'll make your quizzing look about as convincing as his comb over. Or are we taking on Dara the Menace Ennis, one of the biggest charmers on TV since Judith? Or perhaps, though, we're playing the Cinnamon. So annoying, his goldfish tried to drown itself. Will it be the Vixen? The last time she went swimming, the pool evaporated. Time to bring on the chaser. It's the man mountain of maths. It's the Beast, Mark Lebet. Let's put some money on the table. Low offer of, please. Thanks, and a high offer. What do you think? I think that's great. I wish you luck. The chase is on. Good luck, here comes your first question.
Which Ivy League college is located in New York City?
Correct answer is... Great start. Step close to home. Chaser has put. Goes right also. Comes onto the table. Here's your next question.
In the early 1800s, the poet Lord Byron popularized a diet based mainly on what?
Correct answer is... Well played. Step closer home. Chaser has put. Goes right also. Stays with us. And here's your next question.
Which of these Shakespeare plays is classified as a tragedy?
Correct answer is... Well played. 3 steps from home now. Chaser's put. Goes right also. Chaser sticks with us. All right, here's your next question.
In 2010, Sweden's Crown Princess Victoria married her what?
Correct answer is... Great answer, well played. 2 steps from home. Chaser has put. Goes right also. Stays with us. Good luck, here's next question.
Josiah Wedgwood perfected what high-quality earthenware?
Correct answer is... Very good. Step closer home. 1 more, that's all we need. Chaser's put. Goes right also. Chaser sticks with us. And here's your next question.
In the 1963-64 football season, which team did 4 for Athletic beat 5-4?
If this is right, we are through. Correct answer is? Nice. This is the cash builder round. Each correct answer is worth £1,000. Good luck, your time starts now.
In a speech at the UN, who did Venezuelan leader Hugo Chavez call the dead?
Correct.
Facing a difficult choice is sometimes known as being on the hook.
Correct.
The Fed Cup is the women's version of what event?
Correct.
Born in 2013, what is the name of Kim Kardashian?
Correct.
Which children's novel introduced the Banks family?
Correct.
A famous painting depicts George Washington and his troops crossing.
Correct.
Which of these animals lives in a form?
Correct.
What type of hat does artist Rene Magritte wear in his?
Correct.
Which of these major cities is closest to New York City?
Correct.
What James Blunt album was the biggest selling?
Correct.
Someone described as pugnacious is quick to do what?
Correct.
What building was seized for rebel headquarters in Dublin's night?
Correct.
In 2012, the cast of Geordie Shore launched.
Correct.
The first coins minted in the USA had what motto?
Out of time. That's extraordinary. Put some money on the table. Take a step closer to home. The chaser will offer you. High offer, please. Love it. Here we go. The chase is on. Good luck, here comes your first question.
Which of these women has trained 2 Grand National winners?
Correct answer is? Great start. Step closer home. Chaser has put. Goes right also. Chaser comes onto the table. Good luck, here's next question.
In which British forest would you find sandy balls?
Correct answer is? Well played. 4 steps from home. Chaser's put. Goes right also. Stays with us. Here's your next question.
Equal to 100 luma, what is the currency of Armenia?
Correct answer is? What an answer that was, well played. 3 steps from home now. Chaser has put. Goes right also. Chaser sticks with us. Good luck, here's next question.
What 18th century theatrical work is said to have made gay rich and rich gay?
Correct answer is? Very good. A step close home. Chaser's put. Goes right also. Stays with us. Here's your next question.
Which film director said I enjoy playing the audience like a piano?
Correct answer is? Great answer, well played. Step close to home, 1 more question, and we're through to the final. Chaser's put. Goes right also. Chaser sticks with us. And here's your next question.
Which of these words entered the Oxford English Dictionary most recently?
If that's right, you're going through. Correct answer is? Sensational. cash builder round. Each correct answer is worth £1,000. Are you ready? Wish you luck. Your time starts now.
Which of these US sitcoms was broadcast first? On a ship, what is a wardroom used for?
Correct.
Which of these capital cities is not in the Baltic State?
Correct.
How many times has Ronnie O'Sullivan won the World Smith?
Correct.
Which of these names did Dickens consider for Tiny Tim?
Correct.
Which of these female singers was born most recently?
Correct.
Approximately 90% of the world's olives are...
Correct.
Simple Minds singer Jim Kerr was married to which Americans? In geometry, two shapes that are identical in shape and size.
Correct.
Which of these are cells in the eye that help humans to determine?
Correct.
What caused Charles II to move the royal court to...
Correct.
In A Grant Day Out, Wallace and Gromit go to the moon in order to find what?
Correct.
How many pints of blood are there in an average adult man? In what card game would you hear the phrase "one for his"?
Out of time. Absolutely brilliant. Let's put some money on the table. Low offer of, please. Thanks, and a high offer. Well, good for you. Are you sure? I wish you luck. The chase is on. Good luck, here comes your first question.
50 Shades of Grey began life as fan fiction based on what series of books?
Good answer. Correct answer is... Great start. Step closer home. Chasers put. Goes right also. Comes onto the table. Good luck. Here's next question.
Of whom did Muhammad Ali say he was the greatest?
Correct answer is... Well played. 4 steps from home. Chaser has put. Goes right also. Stays with us. And here's your next question.
Which of these patron saints lived first?
Correct answer is... Bad luck. Chasers put. Goes right. Chasers move to one behind. All right, here's your next question.
Which chef toured India in a 2013 TV series In Search of the Perfect Curry?
Correct answer is... This has got to be right. Well played. A step close home. Chaser has put. Goes right also. Chaser sticks with us. Good luck. Here's next question.
Which shape has interior angles adding up to 720 degrees?
It's got to be right. Correct answer is... What an answer that was. Well played. 2 steps from home. Chasers put. Goes right also. Stays with us. And here's your next question.
Which river acts as part of the border between Luxembourg and Germany?
Correct answer is... This has got to be right. Well played. Step closer home. One more home and dry. Chaser has put. Goes right also. Chaser sticks with us. Good luck. Here's next question.
Piers Morgan and Joan Rivers have won US celebrity versions of which TV show?
If this is right, we are through. Correct answer is... Get in. This is the cash builder round. Each correct answer is worth £1,000. Good luck, your time starts now.
Usually abbreviated to i.e. how does the Latin phrase ideist?
Correct.
Which of these players was not in the England squad for the 2000?
Correct.
In what century did St. Francis of Assisi?
Correct.
Which punctuation mark has had its own protection society?
Correct.
In a sushi takeaway the soy sauce contained?
Correct.
Brownsville and Nutbush in Tennessee are linked by a highway?
Correct.
Which of these words is an adjective meaning clear and transparent?
Correct.
Which political sitcom by Anthony J. and Jonathan?
Correct.
Which X Factor winners 2011?
Correct.
What name is given to a malignant Irish sprite that take?
Correct.
In 1194 a 150,000.
Correct.
A dolly brick works in which industry?
Correct.
In Greek myth Zeus seduced Leda by taking the form of what bird? Which of these places is the furthest north?
Correct. Out of time. That's extraordinary. Let's put some money on the table. Take a step closer to home. The chaser will offer you. High offer, please. What do you think? Now that I love. Here we go. The chase is on. Good luck, here comes your first question.
Which of these is not in the United Arab Emirates?
Correct answer is? Great start. Step closer to home. Chase is put. Goes right also. Chaser comes onto the table. And here's your next question.
How many boys' names are used in the NATO phonetic alphabet?
Correct answer is? Well played. 4 steps from home. Chaser's put. Goes right also. Stays with us. Here's your next question.
A pet feline called tartar sauce became an internet sensation under what name?
Correct answer is? Well played. 3 steps from home now. Chaser has put. Goes right also. Chaser sticks with us. Here's your next question.
The knee-length breeches worn in the Elizabethan era were called what?
Correct answer is? Great answer, well played. Step close to home. Chaser's put. Goes right also. Stays with us. All right, here's your next question.
Who was Prime Minister when David Cameron was born?
Correct answer is? Very good. A step close to home, one more question, and we're through to the final. Chaser has put. Goes right also. Chaser sticks with us. Here's your next question.
Who coined the term horsepower to describe the efficiency of his steam engines?
If that's right, you're going through. Correct answer is? Excellent. It's now time for the final chase. Your time starts now.
In mathematics, what's the opposite of differ?
Correct.
What is the largest UK city south of London? What term describes a book with its corners folded down? Cheap as chips was a catchphrase used
Correct.
during the 12th century period known as the Anarchy. Who was king of England? poem The Owl and the Pussycat was first.
Correct.
The cockatrice is a mythical creature with the...
Correct.
Who was the Egyptian goddess of the sky?
Correct.
The Zionist movement helped establish what Middle East?
Correct.
What is the name of Dame Edna Everidge's late husband who...
Correct.
The Kardashian sisters and the singer Cher of Fame.
Correct.
The last Earl of Wessex before Prince Edward died at what? Which scientist devised the modern method? In the Haber-Bosch process, what element is not? Britain fought the forces of what country in Burma during World? If you build it, he will come is a quote from which Kevin Costner?
Correct.
Claustrophobia is the fear of what?
Correct.
Traditionally eaten in Spain, what type of dish is gazpacho?
Correct.
Pierre Trudeau was Prime Minister of what common?
Correct.
Which Thomas Keneally book won the Booker?
Correct.
What is the smallest bird of prey in the UK? How old was Mrs. Beaton when she died?
Correct.
Worn by the Roman god Mercury, Teleria, a winged what?
Correct.
In 19th century Russia, the mighty handful were a group of...
Correct.
What soap featured the 2012?
Correct.
Genuine pashmina is made with what kind of fabric?
Correct.
In 1832, who became the first king of the modern Greeks?
Correct.
The senators who assassinated Jules.
Correct.
Who played Veronica Corningstone in Anchorman?
Correct.
In America, in what type of building would a gurney?
Time to bring back the chaser. Chaser, your time starts now.
The young of a kangaroo is called a what?
Correct.
On a ship, what objects usually hang from the davits?
Correct.
In what year was the current incarnation of the Union flag introduced?
Correct.
The dark bread pumpernickel originated in what European country?
Correct.
Wilhelm Maybach and his son Karl were famous names in what field?
Correct.
What year marks the last time that Sweden was involved in a war?
Correct.
Which film star released the fragrances White Diamonds and Black Pearls?
Correct.
In cookery, what name is given to boiled custard?
Correct.
Historically, what term described an overinsured ship worth more if it...
Correct.
Carmine of Burana by Karl Orff was used to advertise what classic men's aftershave on TV?
Correct.
What marine creature can turn its stomach inside out?
Correct.
In the Beatrix Potter book, what kind of animal was Mrs. Tiggerwinkle?
Correct.
In 2013, David Miliband resigned as an MP to join what organization?
Correct.
What is Britney Spears' middle name?
Correct.
The World Series is America's annual championship in what ball sport?
Correct.
Rudolf Hess was born in what country?
Correct.
In France, what is the main ingredient of a salade de pissenlit?
Stop the clock. Take your time. Think about it. Is wrong. Here we go. Your time starts again now.
What color is the breast of a male grey wagtail?
Correct.
The Earl of Asherton is the aristocratic title of which fictional detective?
Correct.
In the Church of England, Most Reverend is a title used for what position?
Correct.
Sharpening the blade of a tool is known as what?
Correct.
In the 1935 Boris Karloff film, Elsa Lanchester played the bride of who?
Correct.
The name of what Spanish musical instrument comes from a word for chestnuts?
Correct.
Finnan haddie is a dish of haddock usually poached in what?
Correct.
In 1913, Hitler, Stalin and Trotsky were all living in which city?
Correct.
Thomas Schiffernaker is most commonly associated with which area of broadcasting?
Correct.
Which pig is the most numerous pedigree breed in Britain?
Correct. Finally, you have been caught, and the chase is over.